Welcome to KATWITWI TV official. I'm Fiber KATWITWI. And we are encouraging you to continue subscribing to this channel. We encourage you to share our live session. We encourage you to like and comment. So today we are looking at Chan Sports. Chan, we are in Chan, and I've moved all over in town, and I found an expert of football. He will introduce himself later on. But today, the game that was for today, because today is on Sunday. It's exactly 1500 local time, our current time. That is it 3 p.m. not 3 a.m.
GMT.
1500 GMT.
Yeah, it's 1500 GMT.
So it's 1500 GMT. Kenya was playing against Morocco, and surprisingly, I've seen that Kenya has done very well. I think my friend, I think the 1 million award is really encouraging our team there, and our team is doing very well. I therefore congratulate to Kenya. I encourage Kenya to continue with the same spirit. And obviously I wish them the very best. Now, Karibu, this is KATWITWI TV official. You are the football expert of today. I know you will be doing analysis here and there. You will be explaining to us about all this football match, where it started, and we don't need any interruption from anybody, most likely from Gadu. Welcome. Yes.
Yeah, so thank you very much for hosting me in this show, great show. We're talking about sports, most importantly about Championship of African Nation. This is a tournament which is meant for local based players, those players who play at local leagues. Speak about Football Kenya Federation Premier League. If you go to Tanzania, those players, those who are playing ligi kuu ya Tanzania. First of all, about the match of today, I think hii ni ile ni unasikia wanasema ni mende imeangusha kabati. Morocco, as we know, Morocco are football titans in this country, and they are the defending champions. So what you expect from that is a lot of technicality with that team. And also you need to keep in mind that Moroccan league and their distance and very distant with Kenyan league. Moroccan league is professional, while here in Kenya we are still not yet even we are not even semi-professional. Yeah, we are just so I can say in that match they say the underdogs, but we proved ourselves to be great, and we not only won, but we won in a very, very, very great fashion. And I think this sends a very strong message to all those teams that we are playing with. That means that they need to know that Kenya, we are here for a reason, and yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I want you to let us review this match, this Chan match. And according to how, I know you've done your analysis and you've been watching this game. I want you to tell us how would you predict Team Kenya? How do you think Team Kenya will be?
Yeah, I think we need to expect a lot of surprises. When you're playing against a team like Kenya, it's really unpredictable. So I think we are playing at home this time round, and I think the players have a lot of pressure because you're playing in your home turf, you know. Ni kama wewe uende ucheze mechi kwenu, you know. Hapo kuna pressure mingi sana unakuwa nayo because there is a lot expected. You need to deliver a lot for your they say that 12th player, you know. So I think we need to understand that first of all, we are at home. We have a lot of pressure. That means, as a country, we expect a lot from Harambee Stars. So for me, I think they will continue surprising us. We are already qualified for the knockout stages. I think we need to make sure that we just continue from there. You know, knockout stage is a 50-50 chance. So we need to make sure that we have scored. You know, the problem with us is that we have been so shy at the opponent's goal, because if you look at all those matches, we have not scored a lot of goals. So we need to score more, because you know, in games like this, you need a lot of goals, because the other team also will be looking for those goals. Yeah.
Because simply this is competition.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know whether you've been watching these games. Like currently, you know, we are in CHAN 2024. According to experience, and I know you have been following this up here and there, how would you say Team Kenya is doing when you do comparison about the previous games?
Okay, about the previous, before the CHAN.
Yeah, before the CHAN.
Yeah, so before CHAN we were speaking about a team that was even unable to qualify for CHAN. And you know, in CHAN, qualifiers are done on regions. We have 6 regions in Africa. It has been so hard for us even to qualify within our region. And that one has been so tough, because if you look at countries such as Uganda, I think they have played a lot of, I don't think they have ever missed CHAN. You find that Tanzania, the previous edition, they were part of CHAN. So I think we were like, I can say we were underdogs in matters home-based players, you know. And I can say all this can be attributed to matters our local league, you know. For you to win CHAN, you need to have a very strong league, a league where they emphasize on technical aspects, you know. Here in Kenya, you find out that there are some teams are not even paying their players' salaries. So you find out that a team, when you don't pay me as a player, you know, you don't expect me to perform, because I'll give you a scenario. Assume there is a team. You know, in football there are a lot of things such as injuries. Yeah. So if you don't pay me, that means I will not be able to treat my injuries. So I will play knowing that I will not play with that strength, because I fear getting injured. So our league is not professional. So we need to emphasize more on professionalizing our sports, and that can only be done if we attract corporate sponsorship. And also football should be given, or should be handed over to community. You know, we have community clubs in Kenya, such as Gor Mahia, FC Leopard. They need to incorporate more the community, and make sure that the community they engage the community. A team such as Gor Mahia, I'm very sure it has almost 1 million fans across the country. Just imagine if those 1 million, out of them, would just get 30,000 who can watch every Gor Mahia match. I think it will be so great. It will be so great if we, for example, a team such as Gor Mahia would play in a 30,000 packed stadium. That means there will be money. Just imagine if they charged 200 shillings every match. That's 6 million in only one match. And the more you attract many supporters, that means you also attract many sponsors. So that means that there will be more money in football, because football is money.
It's all about money.
It's all about money, And we also need to stop looking at sport as just an entertainment. We need to start looking at sport as a business. If you go to other countries, even without going far, here in Tanzania, you see they are really investing in sports. Clubs such as Simba and Yanga, these clubs are very professional, and they are getting a lot of money. I can surprise you and tell you that do you know that a team such as Simba, their annual budget is almost 1 billion Kenyan shilling. 1 billion, and I'm talking about Kenyan shillings. A team such as Yanga, the same, they're all billions. A team here in Kenya, a team such as FC Leopard, their budget is only 100 million. Yeah, and you find out that the bigger chunk of that money comes from sponsorship, not what we call the on-sourced revenue, of match day ticketing, merchandise, So that means we are still dependent on, I can say, as a team, Europe. Yes, they are attracting corporate sponsor. You find out that the biggest sponsor is the fan, because so these clubs need to look a way at which they can.
Okay, thank you very much, our expert. I want you to do the comparison of Team Kenya, Tanzania and Uganda, because we've said that we are East Africa. And East Africa is our business. In terms of income, which between Tanzania, Uganda, and Kenya, which country do you think will benefit more in terms of resources from CHAN matches?
I've not really checked about Tanzania, but I think probably they're also earning a lot of money from their government. Also, Uganda, their president added some amount. But I think the best part is not how much people earn. Yeah, sports, yes, is about money, but also let us think in a way that the pride that comes with winning matches. You find out that winning a match, let's say, for example, the way Kenya has won today, the pride in our hearts, that should be the focus of us, because if we focus much about money, we lose the reason why we play. We don't play because somehow, long time ago football was amateur. It was not for money, direct. Yes, you need money to get some salaries, but you don't really, we cannot say Kenya has won, they are playing for the 1 million. No. They are just playing for the flag, for the country. Yeah.
Thank you so much, our expert. Now, how would you comment on the players of Kenya? I know you've seen the ball, you have been watching the match. How would you comment about how Team Kenya is playing the game? Are they able to plan their game well? Where do you expect us to see them? Would we compare them with other bigger teams? Yeah, like today they played with Morocco, and I know you have watched the game, the full game. How are the players doing? What do you think? What as a country do we need to do so that Team Kenya can continue winning?
I think football is all about strategy. making sure that you have known the weakness and the strength of your players. And I think we have a very professional coach by the name Benny McCarthy. He's someone who knows football. Yeah, Bahatishi. Yeah, he's a guy who is so
he is much in it.
Yeah. So I think for now, you see, we need to take every match at a time. We cannot compare the way we played with Morocco and the way we played against other team. In the Morocco game, we were so weak at the wings, you know. Most of the balls, they were coming from the center. So I think we need to improve on wings. I think Boniface Moshiri is trying, but if we tungepata wachezaji wengine kama hao kadhaa, I think ingekuwa much better, you know. But another thing, I think the defense has been so disciplined. Yeah, the defense has been so disciplined because we have not conceded a lot of goals. And also we need to look for people. I'm not saying the players are bad, but also what I'm trying to say is that they need to be a bit creative. Yeah, because if you don't score a lot of goals, that means you know, goals matter. Utajipata mahali you are in position 2 or position 3. The only difference is goal difference, and you'll need those goals. So we need to be very creative. And most of the Kenyan matches, I can say is how they say that the end sometimes can justify the means. If you look at the match between us and DRC Congo, honestly speaking, DRC was far more better than us, you know. If you look at the match between us and Angola, honestly speaking, they were much better than us. The same way with Morocco. Morocco was much better than us. That shows you that it could be that we have best defense, but yeah, something like that. But that shows you that we need creative players who can score goals, because for now I think we need to start scoring goals. We have only scored 3 goals. We need to now to speak about scoring more goals. Yeah.
So scoring more goals should be the aim.
Yeah.
Okay. I want you to okay. I've, as I have said earlier, we've watched the match, all the matches. In terms of points, where are we?
Yeah. So in terms of points, we are currently at position 1. We have 7 points. That means we have won twice and we have drawn once. Morocco are behind us with 3 points. Distance behind. DRC Congo, they are somewhere, I think they have tied with Morocco at 3 points. So that means we have eliminated, they said we have eliminated competition. Like now it is all about us, because I think we have already qualified. Yes, we have already qualified to the knockouts. So the next match against Zambia, in a match like that, it's usually the way you play. It's most of the time you find that you play in order to find a weaker team in the knockouts. For example, because if we play, that means we'll play against, I think, number 2 of Group B. Yeah. So that means you just look at the other group, who is the most weaker team. I'm not sure who we'll play with, but I'm very sure we'll play with some from Group B. So it's all about doing that. But also, it's all about doing this and making sure that you do what we call 100%. Or you make sure that you don't lose. Because if you lose, if you say I've already qualified and you lose, that means you'll be, if losing is not good, it will reduce the morale, and also for now it's just playing those players who have not played. There are some players who have not had any airtime in playing, so you just try them to see their strength and their weaknesses. Yeah, so it's not and also you need to make sure that you don't get your players should not get injured. You preserve your best players. You even if you play them, you just play them hapo mwisho at the end of the match. But
thank you so much, our expert. Now I've another question. You've said that Kenya will be playing against Zambia. How do you predict about that game? Or what can you say about that game?
So I think we should not ignore Zambia. Zambia is a good side, a very good side. First of all, we need to know that Zambia has only played one match so far, and they were beaten 2-0 by Congo. But we cannot judge them with the Congo match. Football is not all about history. Yeah. If it was about history, I guess Morocco would have beaten us. But football is all about the technical ability to win. So Zambia is a good side. They have a very good league. By the way, there are many Kenyans who play in Zambia. Yeah. They have a very professional league. They have good players. They are underdogs. They might be seen as underdogs, but in my opinion, they are not underdogs. So I predict the next match, it will be hard. It will be hard. We should not think the kazi imeisha. We still have work, but probably, in my opinion, Kenya can win that match. Maximum 2-0, minimum 1-0, most probably a draw. Yeah, most probably a draw. That's
okay. Thank you so much. In terms of investment, would you recommend that, or would you say that we as a country, Kenya, have done what is required or have done more to our team Kenya?
I would say in terms of investing in the league, football, what I can say about football is that yes, Ruto has invested in Chan. Players are being paid. But we have short term and long term. In terms of short term, he has tried. He has really tried. But in terms of long term, I can say we have not really invested in sport. Kama vile wanasema tumecheza na michezo. Haufai kucheza na michezo. We have just seen, tunaona mpira ni kama tu kitu ya kupitisha muda. We have not really invested in what is required.
You can say that we have not done it
professionally, because number one, you need infrastructure. If you look at in Kenya, we only have 2 stadiums, professional or international stadiums. Although there is one coming up in Talanta Stadium in Jamhuri. But in long term, we need good infrastructure, not just there, pale juu. We also need, for example, here in Eldoret, we need a football field in places like Kamukunji. If you look at those fields, they are very bad. Yeah, we need football infrastructure, good football infrastructure in places like Langas. What I'm trying to say, in the mashinani, because if you look at those talents, most of them, they don't come in these big estates. They come in slums. So if we invest in more in slums and more about infrastructure, I'm not saying you build a whole stadium like Kasarani in Kamukunji. No. What we need is just a good playing surface, good infrastructure, good changing room, gym area, very, like I can say, like a very minimum stadium should have a good playing field, maybe grass. I prefer grass, natural grass, but also artificial grass is not bad. I prefer good restrooms, you know, good changing room, water, you know, something good, that because if you play in a bad surface, that means you will not have the technical ability to kuweka ile mpira chini. Unajua kuna ile wanasemanga put the ball down, you know, you'll not have that ability. Utakuwa tu you are used to aerial balls, you know. So we need to invest in infrastructure. Number 2, we need to invest in youth sports, youth development, young people. We need to invest in youth sports. Number 1, every team should invest in playing youth players. Should have let's say academies from under 9 probably to under 23. Yes, because that's is developing his skills. So if teams would have youth players from I believe if teams from county league, you know, county league is the lowest level of the leagues. If this team would invest, would really, government will invest in this team, they have zikuwe na youth structures. Tukuwe na under 9, under 10, kwa kila team ikuwe na under 9, under 10. I think will be much better. Tutakuwa place poa. Because ni kama vile hata naona kuna mwingine hapa anasema academies. Yeah, we need to invest in academies. Because ni kama pale ndio tunalea vipaji. Unaona? Pale ndio kama jikoni, you know. The next Olunga, the next Wanyama, the next Oliech will not come from they will come from academies, as our brother Trezola is saying, that we need to invest in academies. That means youth development, and also we need to invest in leagues, youth leagues. I can say in every ward we have 1,450 wards. We need to have under 9 leagues. Because under 9 pale ndio mtoto anaanza kutrain, a kid is starting to play football. Then we need to go to under 13. We need to have sub-county leagues. Yeah. When we go to under 17, under 20, we need to have county leagues. And also under 23, we need to have what we call the reserve league. You know, we have the Premier League and we have the reserve league. So that if a player hajafanikiwa, is not successful in getting a team at the age of 18, he can join the under 13, under 23 at reserve league. That will enable our sports. And also another thing is that we need to emphasize on community sports. You know, the problem with Kenya is that sports is being governed by companies, or even Africa. You find out a team such as Tusker, Tusker FC, teams like Poster Rangers. These are teams that are sponsored by companies, KCB. But we need to start emphasizing that these teams are being sponsored by the community, because football is owned by the community. As I told you earlier, just imagine here in Eldoret. I'll give you example. I'll not give you example with FAR. I'll give you example in here in Eldoret. There is a team called GFE 105. A very strong team. We have teams such as Mfalme. We have teams such as Soy United. This team, they usually fill the stadium. You know, if you go there at Kipchoge Stadium, they will fill. Now, can we think that as an investment, as a economic opportunity? If, for example, here in Eldoret, we have a population of around 500,000. Let's assume, I'm very sure that 10,000 people love sports, as in they can go into stadiums and watch football. Just imagine if those 10,000 people will pay 100 shillings to go and watch a match between So United. So United currently are at NSL, National Super League, the second division of Kenyan football. Yeah. So if 10,000 people will pay 100 shillings, that means every month teams will be getting a million, and it will attract. I'm seeing and people.
That's local amount.
Yes, that's local amount, and I'm seeing Pixel Poll is saying Kenya versus Morocco, Kenya won. Yeah, we congratulate the team Kenya, and it's a pride. And I've told people, let us not look just wamepata 1 million, you know. Let us look at the pride. Sisi, for example, sisi kama fan tujapata kitu, but tuko na pride, you know.
We feel, we feel good.
We feel good, yeah, you know. So as I was saying, we need to start thinking football as and Paul Pixel is saying hi Pixel. Also Trezol is saying hi. What we are trying to say is that let us think sports as an investment. I'll give you one scenario. Do you know a sport called American football? American football is not football that if mpira yetu ya Kenya. It's called football, but it is played like rugby, inakaa kama rugby. Do you know the money that American football is producing is more than the Kenyan revenue enye KRA inarogota annually. Yeah, that shows you that sports is a multi-billion industry. If we go to invest in sports, do you know what Americans did? You know, Americans sold what we call experience. They don't sell sports per se, but they sell experience. I'll give you example. There is in that American football, there is a league called National Football League. So at the end, the final, it's called the Super Bowl. You know, one ticket in Super Bowl costs $1 million. 1 million, the cheapest. If you want to go, let's say, to watch that Super Bowl just next to the field, you can even pay 10 million in terms of Kenyan shillings. You know, it's a lot of money. You know, it does not mean that Upper Kenya we cannot do that, or here in Africa we cannot do that. We can do that. We can start selling experience. Yeah, we need first of all to make sure that our stadiums are safe. First of all, we need to have stadiums. Number two, our stadiums need to be safe. Number three, our football need to be good. You know, they say you need to play what we call sexy football. You know, people go to stadium to watch sexy football. Yeah, so that's what the Europeans did. That's why you see they are very best in football. And also we need, as like the sisi kama wana Kenya, you know, we need to be more about I can say, let us love our sports, you know. Tuache mambo ya kusema Man U, Arsenali, nini. No, kuna katima hapo kwa kijiji. For example, huko kwetu we have a team, a very small team. Is a just under 17 team. That under 17 team, they needed someone to cut the grass for them. To make. I volunteered and I said this is a community sport. I took a slasher, I went and made it well, you know, made it sharp, and I did some slashing, you know. So that means that football belongs to the community. Football belongs to us. We need to love our sports. Tuachane na mambo ya wazungu, mpira ya wazungu. Harambee Stars haitashinda CHAN kwa sisi kushabiki mpira za wazungu, hapana. Let us start supporting our team. Tuingie kwa mateam, kuwa member wa sports club, lipa membership fee. Let us love our sports. Yeah,
let's take our sport into the heart.
Yeah, and the last thing, we need what we call professionalizing of our sport. For example, in Kenya, we don't have even a sport lawyer. You know, we don't have a sport what they're called sports doctor or sports psychiatrist. We don't have, you know. If you go to the US or those Western countries, there's someone who is going to university to study sports, sports science, sports law, sports. Yeah. So here in Kenya, we need also to start training people. to educating people, because sports entail a lot of things. There are sport rules, statutes, international statutes. You find out that, for example, in athletic, our athletes are being found with doping a lot of time because they don't know the rules. But if we had a sports law firm here in Kenya, these players will avoid being caught, or they would know that doping is bad. And also we need people like, for example, I'll give you an example, something like psychology. Do you know you cannot go to any psychologist to ask advice about sports? You need a person who understands sports. When he is advising you, he's advising you about what he knows, you know. Yeah, so we need to emphasize more about professionalizing our sports, and also let us empower our clubs. Our football will be determined by our clubs. Yeah.
I know that you've been checking on. Okay, I want you to do in terms of investment, the comparison between, we have been having cultural festivals, we have been having music festivals, we've been having talent shows, we've been having athletics, and also we've been having football. I want you to do the comparison of how we cheer up our teams, our local teams, our local people, and how we cheer up football. Where is the differences? Where are the similarities? What do we need to do more in football? Because, for instance, when we have something like music festival, we even go up to national levels. I know you know that. And a lot of investment is done in talent shows, in cultural festivals, and we've forgotten as a country football. That is why we see that we've neglected football to that extent. And now, like how Team Kenya is doing, how Team Kenya is winning, everybody is seeing that we can do something in football. Yeah, I want you to do the comparison. Tell us where we need to put more effort. Do we need to take some resources from the other sectors or from the other entertainment industry and put these resources in football? Do we need to dig more in our pockets so that we can fully support our Team Kenya? Yeah.
So I will tell you one thing. Football, by the way, sport does not really need government. Yeah. In America, there is no even Ministry of Sports. Yeah. In UK, there is Ministry of Sport, but it's not really much a lot. Yeah, it's just a regulation, Sports is a private sector, in my opinion. We should be able to empower sports so that it can stand on its own. I don't think even we should have budget for sports. Sports should be self-sustainable. Because we usually invest in sports. Because, first of all, for example, why do we build stadiums? We build stadiums because, number one, there is no team here in Kenya that can build its own stadium. But if we empowered these clubs, for example, a team such as Gor Mahia, if we try to invest, if we try to invest in these clubs, they'll be able to build themselves stadiums, on matters of music and sports, I think what I can say earlier is that you need to sell experience. I'll give you an example with Churchill Show. Churchill Show used to attract even 5,000 people, and you all understand, you have been there, you have even performed there. Entering there is almost more than 1,000 for the regular, even some VIP, those people who stay there, they can even pay 5,000. They have a lot of money. Yeah. So I think if we copy that from football, we start selling experience. Yeah. Let no one, hata ule mtu mwenye ati anafanya harusi, acha afikiria seme nisifanye harusi Sunday because kuna mechi. Watu yani tupende mpira bana. Watu mpaka mtu anaweza kosa kuenda harusi aende kuona mpira, So I think, in my opinion, hizi serikali inge empower hizi industry music ama art. Let us to invest kwa infrastructure. Hizi vitu ziko na uwezo ya kujiendesha hizo zenyewe. Na nitakupea example na Safaricom. Safaricom ilikuwa ni ya serikali zamani, ikianza ilikuwa ni ya subsidiary ya Telcom. But today Safaricom inajiendesha yenyewe, yeah. Today Safaricom is being is driving itself, isn't it? Companies such as KCB, whatever, they are driving. But back then they were part of government. So the same way with government. Government should be an enabler, not really an investor directly, you know. So we need to focus more. In my opinion, we should not focus on giving sports a lot of, because sports have been given a lot of money. Yeah, sports should be left, should be empowered so that it supports itself. And we can do that by number one, creating good infrastructures, investing and allowing, making they say creating a I don't know how they say, ani kuunda ile system. Let us design our system in a way that they can attract sponsors. If we do that, we will attract sport. We will attract money in sport. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, do you think that there are challenges that need to be implemented directly to Team Kenya if at all we want to win this match?
Yeah, for now, I think they have been given everything. I don't think there is much they can be given from there. I think for now, they only need our support and the government to continue supporting them. And also after that, we need to be positive a little bit with our players, to see Wakashi. Let us not go there in mtandao, in social media, criticizing them negatively. Let us give them time. It's football is let it be one match at a time. Yeah, let us not have a lot of what do they say, tusikue na ile nini kupita kiasi. Yeah, let us give them time. Let us not give them pressure. Let them relax. Let them play their football. Football is all about entertainment. Let them enjoy the game. Then after they have enjoyed the game, they need to be creative to score more goals. I think out stages, if we manage to go to win the next match and the other, we'll find ourselves in the finals. In the finals, they say is a 50-50 game chance. Right there, I think we will just expect them to be disciplined the same way, yeah, and to continue. I will also emphasize on another thing. We have had red cards in 2 consecutive matches. In the last match, we had a red card. In this match, we have had a red card. This shows you that we are over-aggressive. In today's game, the red card that we got, it was really a very dangerous tackle. Very dangerous. In football, that's a direct. And it was not far from the 18-yard box. It was just near there. That means Morocco could have got a penalty. So I would say they need to be less aggressive and let them play football. Football, they say football is not is a hard game, but you need to play easy. If you play easy, then it will be just automatically it will be better. So I think we need to relax. We don't have pressure, by the way. It is actually our first time to play in CHAN. In fact, they have really tried. Yeah, they have really tried. So let us give them opportunity. Let them continue proving us to us. And I could say it's just time. We only have I think 4 matches. If we continue playing well, that means we have now the knockout stages. If we win, we'll go to semi-finals and then finals. And we might win, yes. Why not? Why not? We can win, yes. Yeah, we will win actually. Because if we have beaten Morocco, which other team can we beat? Yes. I know you can Nigeria is much better. Yes, it's much better. Yeah, but they're just neighbors. Morocco, if you throw a stone, it lands in Nigeria. So that means they play the same game. Yeah, the same playing system. Yeah. So that means if you beat Morocco, Zimbabwe, Algeria, what about Algeria? So that means we have the ability, we have the powers. And one thing is that other teams are playing with 11 players. As we are playing with 12 players. You know it's 12 players. You know it is me and you, or those players, those people who are in the stadium celebrating. That means we have a fan who is our 12 players. So that means we can win. We can win. And by the way, final is in Kenya. Itakuwa Kenya. It will be in Kasarani. Hopefully we will go there. Yeah. And I hope to see that trophy coming to Kenya. I can't even imagine. I can't dream. If it comes to Kenya, I think that will be a very strong message to tell people that usicheze na michezo. Kenya is best, you know. We are a sporting nation. Don't forget that. And people are saying Kenya ni mbaya kwa sport, you know. Those are people who don't go to watch football or any other sport. Kenya is not. We only need investment, and we need to support our local sport. Do you know that we filled our stadiums? We filled. Uganda doesn't fill, by the way. And you know how much they pay in Uganda ticket? I think it's 50 shillings. Yeah, we pay 200 shillings, and the football is packed. The stadium is packed. What does that shows you? That shows you we're supporting our team, and we are a sporting nation. We love sports. I can say we love Kenya, and we wish Kenya all the best. I can only imagine as we know.
Thank you very much. Okay, now I want you to summarize, and of course, as you must summarize, I want you to predict the future of Team Kenya. Yeah, and also I want you to predict the future of Team East Africa, because all in all, this game is in Kenya, this game is in Tanzania, this game is in Uganda. So what would happen if Team Kenya win? What would happen if Tanzania win? What would happen if Uganda win? How would we feel as East Africa?
Yeah, I think we are a family. Yeah, it will be a lot of pride for us to win. I think if Uganda manage to go to the knockout stage, that means we'll have 3 teams. We'll have 3 teams, East Africa. Most probably if one of us goes to win, we are family. In opinion, for us, we need also to, after CHAN has ended and we have won, we need to emphasize on regional football, Sekafa. I think we need to have a lot of investment in Sekafa Cup. In Sekafa, it's called Sekafa Senior Challenge. We need to invest. We need to put a lot of investment in, and also in the age groups. And we are the only region that have under 15. We need to invest in under 15, Sekafa Cup, under 17, under 20, under 23. We need to emphasize that. And also, I can advise East African countries, let us put in more investment in these tournaments. We have under 23 African Cup of Nation, under 17, under 20, both genders, and I'm speaking about both male and female. If we put emphasis on those, because we cannot win, we cannot have experience if you don't play. Yeah? You know, you can only have experience if you play. So that means we need to make sure that we have played all these matches. There is also what we call African All Games, which is played nowadays is called African Games. It will be in 2027. So I think we need to make sure that our under 23 side qualifies to that. And let's not forget that Africa Cup of Nations is coming to Kenya in the year 2027. That means we should prepare. It's only 2 years to go. We need to prepare these players. You know, these players that are playing in CHAN, they are very young. I've seen them. They are very young. We need to prepare them to make sure that they play they are, that team is that will play in the AFCON. Yeah, and also as I've said, we need to make sure that our age groups, they're playing in these tournaments. Let them play in these tournaments. Under 17 Africa Cup of Nations, what, and let us emphasize in youth leagues. I think, as they say, sky is the limit.
Thank you very much, our expert. Since because we don't have more time for today, we will create another session. We'll create another show. To our viewers, we are very grateful. Remember to subscribe to this channel. Remember to write your comment there. We have several comments here. Yeah, I can see Trezor Sharp. We can see Gakona TV, and we are just saying hi to them. We really thank them. We really thank our all viewers. They are a lot, they are many. We cannot mention them for now, but continue subscribing to this channel, like, comment, share, and either way, if you have any comment, write that comment. If you have any topic, if you have any discussion, we have a lot of experts, and we will give you what you require. In fact, we will give you more than you require. Thank you so much. That is all for today.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.